All right, so we just mentioned futures are higher right now on this first trading day of the year. What is your word of the day?
It's barometer. Today starts the 5-day January barometer, which really sets the stage for how January is going to play out. Look, Santa Claus rally hasn't happened yet. We're kind of getting more of a Krampus tantrum here. We're about 3% behind where we usually are on the Santa Claus rally. So now we're looking at the first 5 trading days of January, and then we also have the full year January effect. So we have 3 major indicators in play here, but these first 5 days often set the tone. And out of 14 of the last 18 post-election years, how the first 5 days have gone is how January goes. So we all got to check our temperatures, and I think I'll be more worried where stocks are trading at 3 p.m. Eastern than where they open, because man, we've seen these open gains disappear throughout the day the last few trading days for sure.
You know, Vicki, it's funny you say that. A lot of people talking about January being very meaningful for the market. Some other people think it's going to be the later part of January. They think a lot of investors are going to take a wait and see approach, but you know, there's a bunch of ways to look at it. So I want to talk to you about, you're looking at the first couple of days of January. I want to talk to you about the last couple of weeks of 2024. We had our CNBC data team run this number. I think it's pretty interesting. Since the election, the Mag 7's about 95% of the S&P 500's gains. A lot of narrowness in the market. Does that concern you going into the new year? Or do you think that continues going into the new year?
I do think we've kept our core tech. We've been advocating don't abandon your Mag 7. I would like to see the breadth widen out. You know, value absolutely got smacked in the teeth. This was much more of a return to 2023 where we saw only growth working. So no, I don't like that. It does kind of raise my eyebrows with the sustainability of the rally. But I think we've seen this trend kind of flip around. We saw value do very well in November, and then we flipped back to the old school, only the Mag 7 rallying and everything else falling apart. Small caps value, equal weight definitely lagged the growth trade there. So for us, it's something to keep an eye on, but we've advocated you want to stay in this space. We see this space remaining successful. I don't think, even with valuations being high, I think their earnings growth is there, even with their high bars. So please don't be looking to sell them just because you're worried on the concentration. I think they may continue to drive this rally, and you are looking at missing out if you don't hold those core Mag 7.
All right, Vicki, we won't have time to get to your pick, so very quick. You're also advocating that it should be the Mag 8. You want to add Netflix to us. Give us the elevator pitch. Why Netflix and the Mag 8? Why not Broadcom? A lot of people see the Batman trade or the Mag 8 there.
Yeah. Well, look, we've got chips done with NVIDIA. Netflix is winning the streaming wars, and streaming is where content is going. Linear TV is struggling tremendously. Netflix is where they're picking up. Look at the amazing quarter they had. They had the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight, 2 Christmas Day NFL games, and they had the Squid Games 2, which was streamed 68 million times in 4 days. They are just crushing it on content. The ad-based tier, though, is where I think investors are missing out. They are monetizing well. A $6.99 pricing tier, going to get more subscriber, probably 10 million plus subscribers here in Q4. And the ad revenue, similar to Amazon when they ramped up ads, I see ads as a huge growth kicker, not maybe necessarily immediately in 25, but definitely 26.
All right, Vicki, I want to get to your pick. What is your pick today and why?
Okay, one of my picks today is Cheniere, LNG. You should be looking at this stock tremendously. It's probably one of the biggest beneficiaries, in my opinion, of the Trump administration coming in, because LNG exports is where we are going to see the growth. And it's not just to Europe. It is also to Asia. That Asia market's been where they picked up a lot in Q3, and they have such a balanced allocation plan for their capital. They're paying off debt. They're increasing dividends.